Ladies and gentlemen, we almost have a here we go for Jadon Sancho as per exclusively reporting with Alfredo Pedullà on this channel and Twitter X. We're going to talk about that. What is that all about? We're also going to talk about Richard Rios' third bid coming in from Roma. Is it enough? What is Manchester United doing? And what's going on with Mbuemo deal? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MUFC Realist TV. Mick Ruby here with today's morning transfer bomber. As we are 4 weeks out to Premier League kickoff, Manchester United versus Arsenal, and we have one signing and a lot of players looks like they're going to go out the door. What's going on with Mbuemo's situation? Well, it is what I've been saying, a war of attrition basically. Manchester United are still adamant on about this second bid, which is comprising about 63 million. There is been even talks that Manchester United have raised up to 65 million, but Brentford are being Brentford. They are the bees. You want our honey? Well, pay up the money. There's reports saying that even from Ornstein to say that it's kind of a little bit of a significant difference between what they want and what Manchester United are willing to pay. Some reports saying 70 million. Wow. Is that 65 plus add-ons? And that's something that Omar Barada and Manchester United are not willing to do. So therefore, that's what we've seen this story being dragged on, because Manchester United will kind of wait it out. They're not in a rush. This is their prime target. Nobody else is bidding for it. And they're kind of hoping that, you know, Mbuemo will sort of put in a transfer request and kick up a stink. He's back in training by the looks of it. Brentford, are they doing the right thing? Yes, it is their, asset. Mbuemo is theirs according to employment contract with another year, and then they can extend another year. So they're being a little bit stubborn in this way. But Man United, there's got to be a point when you can either walk away or you say, okay, let's just pay up. I don't know. People are asking me, when do you think this deal will be completing? A lot of conflicting reports. A lot of journalists are saying this week, next week. Ben Jacobs saying medical. Well, it's a little bit in the mud, isn't it? But you know what? We are going on a US pre-season tour next week. And, will he be part of Manchester United squad? This week will be telling what is going to happen. Apparently they haven't had any talks for quite a while. And this is Omar Barada. He will not overpay. We saw how he did it with Cheeky Bergenstein at City. They were sitting and discussing transfer fees, and they say, he's not worth more than 60 million. And that's what they're sticking at, right? So will we get it over the line? Yeah, I think so. They've said it. He's the one. He's the one what we're going to sort of focus on. But what about moving on? What about doing business in between? And this is frustrating for me, and this is where I can't really wrap my head around. Why can't we just, park this one and wait and just go for other targets, go for the midfield, go for the goalkeeper. We've seen that we're having reports for Jadon Sancho moving closer to agreeing a Juventus deal. The next 24 hours will be crucial, telling as per my timeline and tweet. Jadon Sancho has agreed personal terms. There is a package of 8 million plus 3 million in bonus add-ons for Jadon Sancho. And also there is club-to-club negotiations at the moment. There are intense negotiations. There is a 15 million euros submitted bid from Juventus, and Manchester United have not really said yes or no. But at the end of the day, Manchester United will cut the losses, according to my opinion. They already received a loan fee for Jadon Sancho when he was loaned out to Chelsea. They already received £5 million extra for Chelsea returning him back. So this will be a break even for Jadon Sancho, and a headache that Manchester United could just, get rid of the wage bill off the books and move on. The next 12 hours to 24 hours will be very, very compelling. Check my Twitter timeline. This is going to be heating up very soon, and it will be here we go for Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho only wants Juventus and nothing else. But another midfield target that I want to talk about is Richard Rios. Yes, you heard it on this channel by me and Alfredo Pedullà. This is the one to watch. Now, what's going on? Roma has submitted 3 bids now. Palmeiras, Richard Rios, they're fully aware of other interests from Manchester United and also Inter Milan, right? But so far, no official bid has been made as of yet for Manchester United. Monitoring FC, they're very interested in FC, and I've been hearing that they are very interested and planning to do a bid. But if you snooze, you lose, because now first bid was submitted by AS Roma on 22 million, was rejected. Second bid was submitted around 25 million, was rejected. And late last night, Roma put in another bid on 27 million plus 3 add-on, reaching to 30 million. But Palmeiras say we want 30 million fixed fee plus add-ons for Richard Rios, and we will not budge. Let's see how this will happen. Will Manchester United now shift the focus and just pounce in and put the money on the table where it belongs? Meaning, meet Palmeiras' demands. I don't really understand what AS Roma is doing. They don't really have the money to do the 30 million bid. So they're hoping to sort of land the deal on 27 million plus 3 add-ons. While Palmeiras is being quite adamant to say, no. We want 30 million plus add-ons for Richard Rios. We don't really want to sell right now. We can wait for Manchester United. We can wait for Napoli. We can wait for whoever who wants to come in, or Inter Milan. But Manchester United, please, for the love of God, this is a midfielder that is highly now sorted after the World Club competition by Christopher Vivell and Wilcox. What are you waiting for? Please pick up the phone, make that bid, move on while you are absolutely waiting for Mbuemo, because this could take to the end of the transfer window to actually complete Mbuemo situation. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. You snooze, you lose. Should you think Manchester United should just pause the Mbuemo deal and just go attack the central midfielder, because we need central midfielder? Of course, exclusively on this channel, Alfredo Pedullà and I was saying there is 2 midfield targets that Manchester United are looking at, and that is Edison, which is a little bit more expensive deal to do. Man United was offered Edison in January for £40 million, but however now it is 50 million. And then you look at Richard Rios, which is £26 million to be completed. I mean, it doesn't take any rocket science, in my opinion. Like for like, they're equally good in terms of outputs and stats, and they have an energy and an engine for like a 6-pack of Red Bull can run up and down, and ball carrying attributions, and this is what we really need in that midfield. So let me know your thoughts, feeling regarding that one. And oh my God, Jadon Sancho leaving, and there were some reports even that came out from Demacia, which I took with a pinch of salt. The Juventus are now interested in also Rashford. I don't know what's going on with Rashford, but we're hearing some conflicting reports. Barcelona, Rashford, they haven't really made up their mind, have they? And if they do, they're probably going to do a loan fee for Rashford. Let's face it. So I would say if I was Rashford agent, go out, fish for more clubs. You can't just look at one club and at the end of the day they will snob you. You know what Barcelona is, sneaky bastards. You know how they are. Otherwise, then, goalkeeping situation, Andro Nana, I don't know, there's something fishy about it. I said, how can you become injured in the preseason with a hamstring? You don't run, you don't jump, so how can you do a hamstring? I don't really know. And then we see reports that Manchester United are 100% going in for a new goalkeeper. And Emi Martinez, according to a very credible Argentinian source that has 1 million followers, he is the Fabrizio Romano of Argentina, coming out to say that Manchester United are in talks with Aston Villa regarding Emi Martinez, and there will be potentially a bid coming in. Is this something that we are kind of, sneaking under the radar at the end of the day? British media is starting to report on it now. They're starting to pick up. So maybe there is something in that. Maybe. But John Victor as well from Botafogo is one option as well, which Manchester United can get for £5 million. So yeah, keep your eyes on that one as well. Garnacho is Garnacho. He still wants to remain in the English Premier League. But who is it? Aston Villa? Is that Manchester United negotiating, talking to Villa behind the scenes to say, give us Emi Martinez and you can do a cash deal for, Garnacho? And potentially, wow, that would be something. That's just, I don't really know, but that could work like this as well. They give us a little bit cash for Garnacho, that's homegrown talent, that is profit in the bank, and we utilize a little bit of that money to get Emi Martinez at the end of the day. Guys, let me know what you think. This is me on a sort of this day of recording on this Thursday. There's nothing really to talk about. I know that a lot of you guys are spewing already. Mbuemo, I don't want to really entertain this. It is down to Manchester United. It's down to Omar Barada and Wilcox to pull the trigger. They have the money, apparently. They could have done this deal before the new PSR year started. But why are they stalling? I mean, they're stalling not to lose face at the end of the day. They don't want to overpay. They are the new regime. They're saying we are here to make a statement and we will drag it out until we get what we want. We are the big club. We will bully you, Brentford. Who are you? Well, excuse me, Brentford finished above us, 15th in the league, and we cannot act like this anymore. If there is money, just pay it. Just pay it. Stop dragging on and stop playing with Manchester United's mental health. That's all I have to say. Anyway, it's been Mick Ruby, MUFC Realist TV, with some important updates. Stay tuned until we get the Here We Go for Jadon Sancho. It is almost there. The next 12 hours will tell the story. Exclusively coming your way with myself and Alfredo Pedullà. Glory, glory, Manchester United. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you till the next time. Bye for now.